After signing just a week prior to, Eddie Goldman already calls it quits and decides to retire, and he has told the Atlanta Falcons that he will not be joining them for training camp and that he is retiring from the NFL. Hey guys, it's your boy CJR Sports, and we're coming back to another NFL video. Let's just get right into it, guys. So the Falcons signed Eddie Goldman to the 90-man roster, but unfortunately, for Grady Jarrett and the rest of that defense in the Atlanta Falcons, he will just not be around for training camp or the upcoming season. Ian Rapoport from NFL Network was the first one on it. Goldman was set to make $1.12 million, and the vet minimum was guaranteed. $895,000 was his guaranteed. He was a second-round pick in 2015 from the Chicago Bears and played to Chicago technically to his last season. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19, he decided to opt out, and the Bears decided to cut him back in March to save money. And he signed with the Falcons just last week. So now the Falcons kind of go back to this defensive line where they weren't very sure about to begin with. Grady Jarrett, absolute stud. He's a beast. He's an animal. And they were going to add Eddie Goldman in there. And they're going to be like this dynamic duo going back and forth. Marlon Davidson hasn't been really what they thought he would be. Tywan Graham hasn't really been that player. Anthony Rush and Vincent Taylor are all just probably going to be. Vincent Taylor can maybe make the roster. Anthony Rush is probably just going to be a camp body. So the Chicago Bears are back in the defensive line search again. I just want to say congrats to Eddie Goldman. To be able to come out and retire. He probably just want to retire a Chicago Bear. We don't know the whole behind the scenes why Eddie Goldman decided to call it quits, but always remember to say congratulations to the players that retired, because you don't know what happens behind the scenes in their life, and because they were gonna have to pick up his entire family and move it to the Atlanta, Georgia. Maybe he gave it some thought, prayed on it, and decided that maybe the move wasn't for him, and he decided to stay put in Chicago and retire from the NFL. Maybe have a chance of going back to the Chicago Bears. If he decides to take another year off, if he decides to, in the next couple of weeks come out of retirement and see how it is, see what life is without football. Some people retire for a couple of months and they go, man, I really miss the game, I really miss the grind, and they come back. Or some people, just like Andrew Luck, retire young and decide to, I just don't want to play football anymore, and I'm good with it. I came to grips with it, and they just retire, and then they walk off in the sunset. So, we're really gonna figure out about Eddie Goldman. I think Eddie Goldman does have years left on him. He's younger, only drafted in 2015. He's definitely has some good years left into him, and I would love to be able to see Eddie Goldman play in the NFL one more time. And I was really excited to see what he could do with Grady Jarrett. Him and Grady Jarrett together with maybe, Vincent Taylor or Marlon Davidson would be a nice front three for the Atlanta Falcons, but that's just not going to happen. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and it's your boy CJR Sports, and I'm out. Peace, guys.